I want to come sit closer to you.
Ooh. Come snuggle.
Let's do a cuddle. Do you want to charge your phone? I noticed it was kind of low.
Mine?
You're so thoughtful.
Are you good?
She's fine. She's fine.
She's fine. She's fine. We're going to be sitting like this the whole time.
Oh, I love it.
Just staring at
Snuggle
it.
buddies. Hi.
Oh, my breaths probably smell.
It's okay.
It sounds like I said
Your
my
breaths.
breasts.
Your breath smell.
Don't get it twisted. My breasts smell amazing. My breath is probably rough. I just had lunch. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kenneth Frankly. I'm your host, Kenneth Frank, and she said I was wearing 6-inch Louboutins to court with my tweed outfit. I was wearing little brown kitten heels, fucking bitch.
Those sound ugly.
Every time you yell, I have to do it again.
And I am joined, as always, by my lovely and talented co-host, Rory. Hi, Rory. How are you, my love?
Have you ever had one of those weekends where you look around your house and there's just a series of like cereal bowls everywhere, like so many that you're like, wow, did I have like a troop of Girl Scouts over for a cereal social?
12-year-old boys for a cereal social?
I said Girl Scouts.
Oh, Girl Scouts. Yeah, I've had a weekend like that, actually. Yeah, all my girls come over.
I feel so lazy this weekend. I put on pants for you, but not like real pants. They're definitely stretch pants.
Did you really eat cereal all weekend?
No, it was more like other bowl food. Yeah.
Well, welcome. I hope you clean up your bowls when you get home.
The dishwasher is running right now.
Oh, good. I'm glad for you. Ours is full because we've been hosting an out-of-town guest, which is also why you and I are sitting so close to each other.
So close.
I feel like we're about to make out.
Maybe you are.
Maybe we are.
Wishful thinking.
We're sitting close because we have a guest and my equipment is too janky to allow more than...
We're janky as fuck.
Janky as hell, and we only have 2 microphones and 2 headphones, girl. So they go to our guest.
Thank you.
You know our guest. She's a friend of the pod. She's a manager in Silicon Valley by day. She's also the queen of the internet, most recently famous for her Instagram account, Redfin Nightmares, where she documents all of the worst pictures.
Which I have to follow.
Yeah, you have to follow it right now.
doing
It's
it right
so
now.
good. It's Redfin_Nightmares for anyone who isn't following already. Please welcome to the show, Miss Allie Anderson. Hi, friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's funny to say hi, how are you? Because I feel like we've been hanging out for 3 days straight,
I know.
which we have.
We have.
It's been a full kiki in here. We've just been like talking about Westford and everyone we know and who's doing what.
I'm just so glad that when I said I wanted to come visit and I was like, you were like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I really just want to sit in your house for 3 days and not leave it. And you were like, great.
And that's exactly what we've done. The amount of time we've spent.
That's so on brand.
It is. The amount of time that we've spent watching Vine compilations this weekend is like it would send Parker Kit Hill into an early grave. But I do love him.
I love him so much.
He's my favorite.
I miss Vine so much.
Sorry, I'm choking.
Green marble. Who does that?
I know, right? Ew. So all of these
Gross.
pictures are like the worst of Redfin. Allie, can I ask you about this for a minute?
Yeah.
So like,
A safety rail. My God.
are these listings all in the San Francisco area?
No, they're almost all in LA.
LA.
When I first started this. Okay, so
that wallpaper.
so gross. So when I first started this, it was because I've developed this interest in architecture, basically through McMansion Hell, which is a fabulous blog.
Great blog.
Yeah, they go through and I think like once a week she picks a state and she looks through all the real estate listings and finds like the grossest McMansion and posts a bunch of pictures from the real estate listing and makes fun of it and has like little captions that she writes and like
Turrets with fake stone fronts and
Yes.
stuff.
yes
That kind
and
of stuff.
like 5 different architectural styles like Frankenstein
Like, why
together.
are there 3 different sized dormers all over the front of this building?
Yes, and like, right, why is there a tower? Like, why is there a turret in this house that has like no function? Why is there like fake bricks stuck onto the outside
Just
of the
bad
house?
design.
The worst part about this is not the wallpaper. It's actually the custom carpet that they had cut, as you see, to cover up those wood floors.
No, the wallpaper is
Custom.
actually amazing. Like, this is one of the things I love finding is houses that haven't been touched, because like so many houses have been remodeled within an inch of their lives and they all have the same like concrete and like the exact same tiles
And
in the
finishes,
kitchen
yeah.
and same finishes and everything is super white and it's just like no, like keep it the way it was. It's cool that way. Like you can update some things,
Yeah.
but make it like keep it within the feel of the house and the style and the time.
You have to respect the house and where it came from.
Exactly.
Unless the house was
Exactly.
disgusting to begin with.
Yes.
And then
But
just fucking gut that shit.
Yeah, tear it down, start fresh.
so I read this book and I was like, all right, like this long book that McMansion Hell had recommended. That's like American house styles or something like this. And I was really into it. And I was like, this is really cool. And then
Something like this.
Something like this. And then I was like, hey, you know what's really cool styles of houses are like 20s and 30s mansions in LA, like that were built for movie stars. They're like super pretty. Like they're way too huge, but they're not McMansions. At least they're like stylish and like Art Deco-y, Art Nouveau-y.
Roofies happens in this room.
Yeah.
That's what you asked. What happens in this room?
Yeah.
Roofies.
Roofies.
Nothing good, and it involves drugs. So I started looking in LA and I started looking for like these cool mansions, but like for the most part, they've all been super remodeled. So then it was like a jackpot when I could find one that hadn't been touched. But I started finding this super, super weird shit and I started posting it on Peach.
A lot of it is weird.
And then I was like, I want to share it with the world.
Does everyone know what Peach is, I wonder?
I don't know. Should we
I
tell
bet
them?
a few people
I don't know if
here
I want to tell anybody.
Peach is like a very secret locked down. It's like if Twitter met like LiveJournal from the early aughts.
It's one of the guys who created Vine.
Yeah, speaking of Vine, it's like it's super private social media where you basically only have to talk to your best friends.
Yeah.
But don't join and don't
Don't
find me on
join
it.
and don't friend me. We
I
were
share
just
my
talking.
deepest, darkest secrets there.
Hey, guess what? I won't.
Okay,
Fuck you.
perfect.
Wait,
Fuck you both.
What's the thing that Rory always says?
What?
Don't search me and don't
Don't look me up.
don't look me up.
Don't look me up. And also,
I will not be joining you on Peach.
I wish you would.
Congratulations.
I will follow you if you join me on Peach. But
don't look and don't touch
Now
me.
it doesn't feel as
don't look and don't touch me.
I tell you what you like.
You beach.
You bitch. But don't look and don't touch me. So you started finding.
Yay.
You started finding other disgusting stuff.
Yeah, I started finding like weird teddy bears that were like posed in interesting ways, and I started finding houses.
What's wrong with that, Allie?
It's just decoration.
I don't have stuffed animals. I don't.
Are you sure?
Have
Are
you
sure?
seen my teddy bear collection?
Displayed beautifully.
You know, Matthew actually has some like teddy bears, like stuffed animals.
I mean, and that's fine.
sense.
But like, if you were like selling your apartment and you had a realtor come
Take
over,
them
you'd
out.
probably put them under the bed.
Right. There was one, I don't remember if it was on Redfin, or I think maybe I found it because I also love to just look at Zillow and look at.
It's like what I do when I watch TV because I can't just watch TV. I have to be
you-
doing something else on my phone. At the
Do you
same
guys
time.
not feel incredibly depressed looking at that stuff though? Because it's like, this is the shit I could never ever afford.
Yeah, I mean, it's gross. It actually makes me feel better looking in LA because I know it's just like a ridiculous housing market in general.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I mean, that's Boston too. I look
Yeah.
and I'm like, there's no way I'm going to buy this,
Right.
especially at that price. But
Yeah.
then you see like people don't even clean up their homes, or maybe
Yeah.
they're renting it. I guess I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But some of these places are absolute fucking pigsties, like
Yeah.
like hoarder style, and they still put it on the internet.
well,
Well, it might be getting a deal. I'd buy a hoarder place for like
the thing that
a
grosses
pretty
me out.
Yeah.
small penny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If like, right. If I could like easily use some extra money and like clean it out. But the thing that like grosses me out and depresses me is sometimes it's clear that like renters are there. Like they'll write in the description, like current rent, like do not disturb current tenants. And then they're like selling the house for like $3 million or something. You're
Yeah.
just like, oh, they're just going to kick those renters out. The renters are not going to be able to afford anything in the area. Like some white
but the
person's
rent-
going to come in and fucking gentrify it.
But if they're selling someplace for like $3 million and there's people renting, like how much are they charging them rent? They should be able to afford somewhere else, right?
You would hope.
I don't
You
know.
would hope,
Alaska,
but,
maybe.
But also, like it's like usually a shitty house, like that hasn't
That
been
is true.
updated.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Because they know someone's gonna come in and buy it and gut it and like.
Well,
Gross.
I love your Redfin Nightmares account because it really sheds light on all of the worst things going on in real estate right now.
Yeah.
And amazingly, it's the only real estate account that doesn't make me feel bad about myself.
Yeah, because there's no
right?
pricing.
Exactly. The most amazing thing, I think my biggest accomplishment of starting this account is that, aside from getting mentioned on a different podcast, is that an LA realtor started following me and was like, I love your account and I love your pictures. And I was like,
That's how you know you've made it. Mm-hmm. You're
And
influencing.
I was like, your listings are great though. And she was like, I've shared my fair share of nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, they're only in but so much control of it, you know.
Exactly.
You'll know when you made it when like she posts like a real listing and it's like the next Redfin Nightmare post, right?
Like she adds you.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, at Redfin Nightmares. Thought you'd get a kick out of
Check this
this.
one out.
You got to have friends on the ground, boots on the ground.
true.
You
It's
know?
true. Yeah.
Well, I love it. Listeners, you should love it and follow Redfin_Nightmares on Instagram
Now.
right now. Thanks as always for joining us. And you're the first guest that we've had in a long while.
I know.
I'm very happy to be here.
There's no pressure though.
I'm a loyal listener.
Yes, I know. Allie always texts me about the show.
There will be a quiz later.
I'm definitely
We're
like
testing your loyalty.
Yes, we will.
I'm definitely like one of those people who listens in the car and I like talk back to you. Like,
Good.
There will be like certain times where like you guys will be like trying to think of something and I'm like,
It's this. Yeah, like
this.
there was
Oh,
one
that's
time.
hilarious.
I think my weak spot is like actors' names and people like famous people's names. I'm like, who is that asshole that was in that movie that I haven't seen in 20 years? You know the one.
And my weakness is all of it.
actors are my favorite. I think I annoy my husband all the time because I watch stuff and I'm like, oh, that's that guy who was in that thing that we saw like 2 weeks ago. And he's like,
Yeah, no, my brain is not like that at all. Matthew does that too. He's like, you know him, and I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't. He's like, he's from this. I'm like, I
Okay.
never saw any of those, or if I did, I was blackout because none
and
of
I
it.
hated them.
Yeah, and they were the worst because it
them
turns
all.
out I hate books, movies, TV, music, art, museums, traveling, everything.
Culture in
We should
general.
talk about corniness.
Fashion. Corny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just turned 34 and I decided that I'm
Still early 30s.
early 30s.
Yeah.
Right on the cusp of
We
man.
round down.
Technically.
Damn it.
We round down, damn it. But that means in April I'll be 34 and a half, which means we have to round up to 35, which means we have to round up to 40. So I will be dead in April. It was so...
Will you make it to my 34th?
I will, yeah.
Yay.
Well, what, you're the 13th? No, that's Matthew.
23rd.
I know, sorry, 23rd. So Matthew's the 13th, Wendy's the 20th, and you're the 23rd.
Allie, you have to tell me. Is this meant to be on TV? Like, should we be on YouTube right now? Because
Yes.
like, is the facial stuff better
Yes.
or worse?
No, I love it. I love the facial
I
stuff.
think maybe.
I think you should record it.
I think maybe. Well, I think what we might do, I've been thinking about it.
You just got the benefit of like some side eye that I just gave you,
Yeah.
like that. I feel
Exactly.
like the listeners aren't getting, and like
Yeah.
you're missing out.
We
Yeah.
could be doing
Yeah.
our own version of
I agree.
Un.
They could be seeing you guys cuddling.
I know.
I want to sit on different chairs though than
Yeah, no, we'll sit on these and we'll make this. I'll paint this wall green, so we have green screen in the back, and we'll just do
yeah,
a
the
full.
chairs. Like, why do they make them perch on stools? On
I know, so probably so that they don't have to edit out as much stuff if they want to add things in.
That makes sense.
But
with
it's
the green
it's
screen.
annoying though. Like I don't want to sit on a stool.
No.
Fuck you. Where am I supposed to put my feet?
No, I think we'll do it more like right
Bar
where
is never at the right level.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm tall.
you are tall. We're both tall.
I have terrible posture. Like I gotta like lean on something.
Give me a fucking chair rail back.
Yeah, I hear you. We'll make sure it's also. I think we do it more like a talk show, like this,
Yeah.
like just like
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
And one microphone so that we can French in between bits. That's the plan.
Deal.
Deal. So why was I talking about turning
Corniness.
34? Oh yeah, and I think my goal going forward is no more being corny.
Yeah.
At all.
Why?
Just because I'm sick of being corny.
And you know, I agreed with you at
I don't think you can do it.
I know. That's what I'm like. I don't know if I have an identity outside of corniness, but I'm done with it. I'm done. And like my friends are like, "What's corny?" I'm like, literally everything.
Look at your shirt, Kenny.
This shirt is not corny. This is fashion. Okay.
That's not corny.
I love you.
It's the nicest thing you can say in response to me saying this isn't corny. I love you though.
But I love you.
Bless you.
You're
Oh,
special
bless
to me.
your heart.
Bless your little heart. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think I can be not corny?
I think you can not be corny, but I just realized last night when we were talking about it, I was like, there's so many things that I really enjoy that are corny.
Yeah.
I really like dumb,
Vine,
sappy
silly
romance
humor.
movies.
Mm.
I really like dumb, sappy romance shows, romance novels. There's
Again, I don't like books, movies, TV, culture, art,
I mean,
fashion,
that's
any
fine.
of
So
it.
you can like excise that from your life. What else are we talking about though? I don't know. I mean, pop is inherently corny.
That's true. Do you think it is?
Yeah.
I do love, my love for Britney Spears is deep and wide.
Yeah.
But it's not corny. It's very corny. I understand it is. It's super corny. Speaking of which, there's a new podcast everyone needs to listen to. It's called It's Britney Bitch. It's in celebration of the 20th anniversary of Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Kyle?
Yes, T. Kyle and Bradley Stern from Mew Muse. just released this podcast. One episode for every year of her career, starting in 1999
Can't wait to
or
listen to
1998. It's great. It's very deep cut, very Britney Stan. Lots of references that you may or may not get. Even I am like, they reference performances that I haven't seen, and I'm like, oh shit, let me go back and watch. But it's making me a better Britney Stan.
Yeah.
And not a corny one.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.
I mean, your love of
your path to
Britney is real and
non-corniness.
pure.
It is pure, exactly.
It is. I think your love for Britney is the purest love of all.
So I think maybe in order to not be corny, I have to stop loving.
No.
Stop loving everything, not just Britney. Bjork, Britney, friends,
No.
family,
Ugh.
animals. Oh, did you see the dog? Did you see the dog? Did you see the dog? The dog that jumps into the leaves?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't he so cute?
Oh my God.
I'm not corny about it,
said
though.
that to me, and I was like, I jump in those leaves.
I jump in with the dog.
But he's worth
Seriously.
being corny for.
I just love that they opened the door and he is gone.
Yeah,
I
he's
know.
like,
He saw that driving home and he's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Mom,
I gotta
open
jump
the
in
door,
right now.
Open the door.
But here's
open
the thing.
door.
I don't know if you noticed this in that YouTube video that you found of it. It was not just that clip. It was like a story about them.
yes, the dog
And then
has
it
been
was
jumping
like-
into leaves for...
No, they were like, this dog
I want
has
a
not
montage.
always loved jumping into leaves. They had to train him
Oh,
with
yeah,
a
yeah,
toy.
yeah.
And I was like, that kind of ruins my enjoyment of
No,
this
no,
because
I-
they've trained him
But now
to go
she-
run and
I
jump
thought it was
into
just a
leaves.
pure joy dog
Yeah,
moment,
me
like
too.
enjoying leaves, and this
Me
is
too.
like what he lives his life
But
for.
they trained the dog to love.
No,
Isn't that
no,
so
you're
sweet?
right. That, I
Kind of destroyed it for me.
So it's corny.
That's corny as
now
fuck.
it's corny.
Too corny.
They did it
corny.
for they did it for the Vine.
They did it for the Vine. Yeah, and of course they're submitting the videos to like that shit animals do and let's go
Doing
viral.
things. I love that, though.
I
I love-
want my
I do
dog
too.
on
I do
BuzzFeed.
Even though like every time like at the bottom they're like submit your animal doing things and I'm like stop it. I just want to enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of my birthday and being corny, something that I do love and that is not corny is these diptych candles that Rory got me for my birthday. Last week on the podcast, I was literally talking about how I saved myself from a birthday K-hole by buying all of these Bath and Body Works candles. I'm about to throw them away. I don't see any need for them anymore because diptych is where it's at. They smell gorgeous. They came in this gorgeous
Do you
package.
remember when I said when you were showing me all these, I was like, I want to tell you what I got you because I literally had like placed the order that afternoon, and you're showing me all these candles, and I ordered you candles, and I'm like,
I'm glad you didn't tell me though, because it was such a special surprise. Like I was at home burning one of my nasty cheapo candles. Actually, I'm just kidding. I love them all.
I know, no, they're very nice actually.
But then this package came. Like I got the notification because you said something would be coming in the mail, and I got the UPS notification, and I was like, "Huh, that must be what's coming, huh?" And then it came, and I opened it up, and I was like, "It's diptych." And Allie is actually also the queen of diptych. Like you're the
Diptych stan over here.
Yeah, I think you're the person that turned me on to diptych in general. Like I didn't know what they were until you started standing them.
I still don't know what they are.
They're French.
They're candles.
French, yeah.
They're fancy French candles.
Like Frenchy France.
Frenchy.
Fancy French scents as well,
Yes.
right? Because it's
Yes.
like
Bougie
parfums.
parfumé.
Yeah.
Bougie parfumé.
Parfumé.
That's the name of this episode.
Like
Bougie
all sorts of
parfumé.
Paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Smell paraphernalia.
Well, did you know they came with a little like scent thingy?
I know. I picked it out of my
It's
free gift.
so good. It's so good.
Yay!
We'll have to put it on later so you can
Yeah.
smell it. It's so good.
So I think I discovered these from Glossier actually. Glossier like did this thing that was like it would be like hashtag like Glossier top shelf or like shelfie or something like that.
Hashtag shelfing.
And all these like fashion like beauty girls in New York would like burn their diptych candles and then clean out the empty thing and use it to like hold their makeup brushes.
Oh.
And I was like, what is this fancy ass thing? And then I looked it up and I was like, I need that in my life.
I do that. I do factor in the shell of a candle when I buy it because I
yeah.
Is it reusable?
right. Can I turn this into a vase?
Yep.
Could I eat soup out of this?
I've made mine into planters before.
Oh, that's smart. I should do that.
You have to keep this one, the man pit.
The man pit one, yeah. Although I've already got some wax on him, and it is paper. I mean, it peels right off. But
So cute.
I do love. Speaking of which, we did get a voicemail from a listener. And you are so lucky to be here when we get a voicemail because it happens once a year. And I think
One of them has been me.
I'm pretty.
One of them was me, and I forgot I did it.
Yeah, Rory's like, I'm just gonna call when I'm blackout.
And then I was like,
Perfect.
who the fuck is that? He's like, bitch, that's you.
That's you, girl.
Perfect.
Ooh, I smell like a armpits. Delicious.
Jensen.
It's like 3:00 in the afternoon. There's no way he's getting fed right now.
Hugo totally is taking advantage of us. Like, one of us will get up to pee at like 4 a.m. and he'll be like, meow, feed me. And then the next one will get up at like 6 o'clock and be like, meow, feed me.
So
and
he gets a double dip?
Double dip.
Jensen's only gotten away with that once or twice.
Totally rude.
Jensen's not smart enough to do that.
We keep making fun of Boots. So I have an old man cat.
Oh, I
named
love
Boots.
him so much.
He's 17.
Oh.
And he is like, we have special kidney food that we have to give him. And we give him like a pile of food and then he licks it down so it's flat, and then he stares at it and he emails at us and we're like, Boost, you have so much food left but it's flat. You don't want your flat food.
Flat food.
Oh,
That's fully me. I'm gonna be rejecting my kidney food in a couple years too.
it's flat.
We got to talk about the food that I have Hugo on because it's like for kidney stuff, but he loves it. Like, loves it.
Yeah, Boost. Well, oh yeah, okay, yes.
We'll talk.
I
We'll
want to
talk.
know. I want to know
talk.
more.
Yeah.
Voicemail from friend of the show, Mary, who we talked about last week. She has an entire pantry. Oh, yeah, get that? Yeah, thank you. She has like an entire cabinet in her kitchen that is full of candles. She is the candle queen.
Should be like that.
And she taught me about smelling the lid of the candle to get the full effect of the scent. That was her tip. So I think I have a voicemail from her, at least based on the transcription that Google gave me. So let's take a listen.
Hi, Kenny and Rory. It's Mary, the candle queen. Just wanted to check in and clarify a couple things. You smell the lid because in the lid will have all of the scent notes of the candle. The top of the candle will just have the literal top note of the candle. You can also get a better idea of what the overall scent will be while burning if you rub the top of the wax at the top of the candle. But you look like a psycho when you do this. I mean, whatever.
You look like a psycho
Kenny,
if
it
you
sounds
do
like
that.
you were into floral scents. I stopped into Bath and Body Works. I smelled that rose water and ivy. You like roses?
Yes,
Go
girl.
crazy. Those scents tend to not be super duper strong, but they're still really nice. It's nice to get some fresh scents. You probably also like ozone. That's kind of airy. And you like musk, which is basically cologne. So yeah, if you have any other questions about candles, give me a shout. Love to speak about it.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.
Can we have a
That's so
segment on the
sweet.
pod called Personal Candle Consultant?
Yes. I feel like
Personal candle shopping? Can we have like the Personal
Yes.
Candle Shopping Network? Like,
starring Mary.
yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Excuse me, she just absolutely blew my mind. I didn't know that the top of the candle literally was just the top
Me
note.
either.
And I learned something today.
You know, I learned something today.
Wow.
I am so excited. I kind of want to call her. She probably won't answer, but
let's try it.
let's try her. She was. It's listeners. It's Sunday afternoon. It's about
She's
3.
waiting by her phone right now, literally, waiting for our call.
In fact, I saw she was out for Halloween last
So
night.
she's a Westford person.
Yeah, she's a Westford person. She was on my bus
Interesting. Okay.
when we were super young, and so she always knew me as like the kid on the bus that would act a fool and show my ass and
Eat buggers.
and eat boogers.
Yay.
Let's see if she answers.
Was she in your grade?
She was a year below me. She was in Wendy's
Okay.
grade, so she was
Okay.
pretty good friends with Wendy for a while too. Oh my god, she's gonna be like, what? She's not gonna answer.
Answer.
She's like, no way. She's probably hungover. No shade, Mary. I
Mary.
just know you were out last night.
I want your candle
I know.
information.
She's so smart. So now I know what I like.
Yeah.
Hi, you reached Mary.
Floral, ozone, and what did she say? Musk?
Musk.
Returning the favor.
At the tone, please.
Ugh, annoying. Mary, turn that shit off. You can just go straight to the beep. Hi, Mary. It's Kenny.
And Rory.
And Allie.
And Allie, our special guest, who you probably don't know who that is. We just listened to your voicemail. We're recording the pod. Love this insider information. I think We all learned something today, didn't we?
We did. No,
Yeah.
I feel like so much more educated about the full, like, I understand now the thought behind the top of the lid, sewing the lid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll purchase candles differently from
I'm
now
gonna
on.
rub my
Yeah.
candles from now on.
Can you be the pod's official candle sommelier?
Yeah, I think we should have a candle segment going forward. If you're into that, Mary, call me. We'll discuss. Love you so much, Boo Boo.
We'll have your people talk to our people.
Yeah. Talk to you soon. Love you. Take care. Enjoy your
Thank you
weekend.
for the
Bye.
voicemail.
Bye. 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 Thank you. Bye. Love her. Well, that was sweet.
It's interesting that she said that you like floral scents because, I mean, clearly you do. Florals are great. But for a very long time, I was convinced that I was really into like musky, not so much musky, but like smoky, like very strong, manly scents. And I really like this peppered suede, but there's a diptyque one that I think is called Firewood.
Yes.
And like smelling it, I'm like, I should love this. And then when I burn it, it's so strong that like it makes me nauseous. Like
Oh,
it's
wow.
way too much.
I have this mahogany teakwood high intensity, which I love, and we've already been burning a ton. I just love it. Poor listeners, like they can't smell anything that we're talking about. So
Let's do smell-o-vision.
I do
Can we that?
apologize. I know we should do that.
Maybe next year that'll
Yeah.
become a thing.
Yep, we'll do
The next iPhone.
we'll do our YouTube and we'll do smell-o-vision. Okay, let's hit some really quick hot topics. Apparently, Rory didn't even know that Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson broke up.
What?
Huh? She was like, "What do you guys want to talk about?" And Allie was like, "Did you guys already talk about Ariana and Pete?" And Rory was like, "What about them?" She had no idea. You've been busy, huh?
Yeah, busy watching Schitt's Creek and eating cereal.
Hey, I mean,
Listen,
live your
that's
life.
important.
That is important.
Dream.
Yeah, living the dream. So they broke up. It was announced. TMZ broke the story. It was probably 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
What's her reason?
Shit, they haven't really said for sure, but I have a feeling that after Mac Miller died, she realized that she was moving a little too quickly.
Yeah. And I kind of wonder like what his reaction was. Like maybe he was kind of like, whatever, babe. Like you got me now.
Right.
And she
There
was
were
like,
there were rumors that he was like texting Mac Miller before he passed away.
Ew.
They have since debunked this, but
Okay.
she was supposed
Fucked up. Why would somebody like? So if that's been debunked, like, why would somebody make that up?
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
That's pretty messed up.
It is
Yeah.
messed up.
Like rumors are like that's not a fun rumor.
No,
That's a
it's
sad
not.
rumor.
That's the thing. Like I fucking love celebrity gossip so much. But whenever I read TMZ, I'm just like, not whenever I read it, but like occasionally I'll just be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, I feel gross.
It is
Let's
gross.
have some good, better rumors than that.
Yeah.
Once a week, Allie bathes in sheep's blood, and that's why she
Gotta
looks so
stay
young.
Yeah, or like Azealia Banks with her chicken closet, her sacrifice
Oh,
closet.
that's a fun one.
That's a great
Everyone
one.
loves juju, bad juju.
And you know that one's true.
What's she up to now? Is she still in
She-
Elon Musk's house?
No, she got out.
Okay.
She
Elon Musk's house, really?
Yeah.
Did you hear about
You
this?
didn't
No.
hear about that?
Oh
So,
my God.
Azealia Banks was supposed to.
Did she drive away in a fucking Tesla?
Exactly. She stole a Tesla on her way out.
She was supposed to record a song with Grimes.
Who is dating Elon Musk? And Grimes is like this little like Canadian indie electro girl with a baby voice.
Okay.
And so they were supposed to make music together.
She's great, except she fucking started dating Elon Musk. Who's like
and what did
evil.
they like started talking on Twitter about something or other, like
Yeah.
economics or something like.
Flat Earth.
Yeah.
Flat Earth Society.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So Azealia flew out to make quote unquote, make some music with Grimes. Grimes wasn't there for a while or something.
For like 3 days, and she was like, "I'm just waiting in this house.
I'm just waiting at Elon Musk's
She
house
just
for
stayed
Grimes.
there. She just
Well,
stayed there in the house. Like, okay,
yeah.
girl, that's kind of your own fault too.
This
was
is just
weird.
like a big group of crazy people just getting all together and just being crazy. But then she was like live streaming it like on Instagram, like she was doing like Instagram stories.
Yeah, she'd be like, I'm here by myself. Like, I think I saw Elon. He smokes weed.
And then she always takes it too far. Like you're always like, yeah, Azalea, like I get it. And then she like called him a retard, and it was just
Oh,
like,
God.
Azalea, like, can you not? Like, can
But
you
then she says she
just-
thinks he's sexy and stuff, too. So it became this whole thing. She didn't work with Grimes. She left and then was like exposing Elon and Grimes.
3 weeks later, she
yeah,
left.
exactly.
Yeah.
She was like,
Yep.
I'm fine here.
After smoking his weed and driving his cars.
Exactly. And but you know what? I still stand her. I love her. And so, what she is doing now is making her own soaps, and
Oh.
she's making like tens of thousands tens of thousands of dollars a month on these soaps. One of them is called Bussy Boy, which is specifically made for bottoms to use on their assholes to make them less like Pete Davidson's eyes, bringing it full circle. You know how he has those like bruised looking eyes?
It's terrible.
So it's like butthole bleach soap.
Yeah, it's not bleach, but it's supposed to take away any
Brighteners.
Yeah.
Oh.
And of course, there were fucking people on the internet that would post before and afters of their assholes.
Of course.
On Twitter being like, thanks, Azalea, my butthole's cute now.
Well, why else? You want to see the results before you buy.
Exactly.
Come on.
I mean,
before you buy.
I've got Bussy Boy in my cart right now. I don't, obviously.
How much are they? Are they expensive?
The small ones are not expensive. She did a sale where they were like $4 a bar or something.
Is she like making them in her apartment?
She's making them in her apartment, and then she'll like Instagram live the videos of her like packing them and shipping them.
Wow.
And then there was one snafu where like 20 people got free soap and never got charged for them, and she was like posting their addresses and names on her Instagram, being like, "You didn't pay."
Azalea.
I just love her. She just
Shit, I should have gotten you some fucking soap from Azalea
Boy.
Banks. Never mind this fucking
No, this is
dipstick
better.
shit.
I mean, well, I'll buy some Bussy Boy and we'll put it to the
would
test.
come in that beautiful gift wrap.
No, it comes in a fun little Azalea cursed bag.
Can we talk about your fiber too?
Yeah, I started taking fiber pills. What do you mean it was supposed to come in colors? Oh, it did. It did. I threw away the first layer.
Okay.
Oh,
It
that
did.
was so cute. That looked
It looked
kind
like
of like
this.
this.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah,
the
okay,
peppered
good,
suede.
good.
Yeah.
Which
You never-
none of our listeners
you never
can see
poop?
what either of these things
Yeah, no, sorry, listeners.
One's red and one is not red.
One is striped. It looks like a cute, like,
You know what?
Pendleton.
Now you know what Kenny feels like because he can't see any of the colors anyway. So join the fucking club.
I'm like, these look blue, and I think that's a green stripe. Maybe some grays. It's all
gray
gray.
and green.
It's all gray and green. It's all gray and green to me, boo boo.
You look like you have jaundice.
I need my Bussy Boy. Yeah, I started taking fiber pills that are specifically marketed to bottoms. It says like it's called Pure for Men, and on the Pure Pur like like a Brita filter.
Yeah, right, seriously.
It's like fuck you. Well, hopefully my asshole runs that clean by the time I'm done with these
Filter out the
fucking
impurities.
fiber pills. Yeah, exactly. So on the front of it says hashtag Stay Ready. And then it has little icons that are like, stay clean, stay ready, rinse yourself and have fun while you play. And it's got little icons of like sitting in bed. And it's like, they're basically saying, take these so that you shit clean and you can rinse off and be ready to bottom, basically.
I love it. I need that. Seriously, I started my new job and I
Getting fucked up the ass every day.
God, I never thought of it that way. But yes, you're right.
I mean, we could all use a little
There's
stay
no
clean.
bathrooms anymore.
Oh, do you poop at work?
I try not to.
Do you poop at work?
I have IBS.
Oh, right. So you poop everywhere.
I
You're
mean,
pooping right now.
Yeah.
I never, ever, ever poop at work.
I would. So if I could get my body to listen to the way that I want it to act,
Yeah.
it would be like before I leave from work, right? But no, it's always like the moment I step foot in the office, I'm like, I gotta shit right now. But
Into the office?
yeah,
Like you've had your coffee, you've digested a little, now it's time to...
on the way there and everything, and then like I'm ready to fucking go. Yesterday is calling.
Right, got you,
Meals
yes.
of yesterday.
Hello, yesterday calling.
Yeah, exactly. And there just are there's so many fucking people in the office. Whereas before I worked with I worked in a 50-person office. So it was like you could time it right and always by like 10 o'clock be like, this place is my own. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And here it's like there's always someone there and it's a massive bathroom and I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, well, you could set off a warning shot when you get in there. Like everyone knows you better clear out.
I just don't care anymore. Like
Just
I'm
gotta
just
do
like I'm listen to my farts. This is a bathroom. Like,
Yep.
what do you want?
I guess that's true. I mean,
You're my idol, Allie.
we should all strive to be more like
I know,
you.
seriously. I want no body shame.
It's by force. I mean, it had to happen.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's just how it is.
although like I also am in a big office and there's only 2 women's bathrooms. There's like one on the top floor and one on the first floor.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, there's 3 stalls in each one, or 3 or 4 stalls in each one. So
No. Hold on. There's not a woman's bathroom on every floor?
No, there is.
Okay.
One on. There's only 2 floors.
We don't have a women's room in our office on the first floor.
What?
What?
That's
And we all work on the first floor. They have to go upstairs to...
that's bad.
There's a private bathroom, though, they can use.
Oh, well, that's okay.
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 Although, what if someone's in it?
That's annoying.
But yeah, there's pretty much always someone in the bathroom, and like that. The only thing that bothers me is if I go in and like my boss is in there, like at the sink or something. Then I'm like, I don't really want to.
What's she doing at the sink? Brushing her teeth, flossing.
Hopefully not.
Sometimes I have to brush my teeth at work because of my fucking adult braces.
Oh, that makes
Speaking
sense,
of corny,
yeah.
I don't even know why I'm trying not to be corny. I've got adult braces through April of next year or so.
But they're not like braces.
I'm thinking about doing it myself for the wedding. What do you think?
Yeah, do it. Your teeth are straight enough that it won't take very long at all.
Yeah.
You just have a little bit of crowding. It'll take like not even 6 months.
Right?
I don't feel like you really need it though.
You don't, but I see what you mean. There's a little crowding going on, but
Yeah.
you've got good teeth.
I definitely want to get them whitened.
Yeah, and well, at my dentist, the Invisalign includes whitening at the end, and they also like shave everything down so they're all like the same level.
I actually went like this is how I know I can trust my dentist is I went to him before my wedding and I was like, I'm thinking about getting whitening. Like, what should I do? How much does it cost? And he was like, you just need crust white strips.
Yes.
And I was like,
Oh,
you
thank
could have upsold me so hard.
Now
back
they-
then.
But I won't like stick with it. Like I've bought a ton of boxes
I
of crust
know.
white strips and then like 3 days later being like, no, my teeth hurt me. I feel like one 45-minute session with
Yeah,
like a
like, just
big ass
do
light
it.
like up in my mouth, like done.
Well, and honestly, I did them and I didn't feel like it made much of a difference too. So
Fucking quack. No.
I did them too. I tried to do them before my teeth were straighter, and it was impossible because it's like trying to put. It's like like you can't get them on all of these teeth. But I don't
How do you Saran wrap the Rockies?
exactly. That's the name of this episode.
how do you
How do you saran wrap the Rockies? That's exactly what it was like. It was like trying to weave in between cones and shit. Like, yeah, that was impossible. Yeah, do it though. Live your life. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, Ariana and Pete. They're over. It's done by.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake postpones several shows due to bruised vocal cords.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. What are you doing? Beatboxing your way
Yeah.
to a like bruised vocal cord?
He probably is. He's probably backstage. He's just like, I know that I had this illustrious career with NSYNC and then my solo career, but what I always wanted to do was just beatbox.
Just beat.
never took off.
I've acted. I've conquered comedy,
Yep.
film, theater.
What's next? The illustrious world of beatboxing. The high stakes,
Boom,
fast paced
boom,
world of beatboxing.
boom, 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 boom.
I ruined Janet Jackson's career, and Britney will never be the same. Fuck that bruised vocal cords. Like, what are you even singing?
He's mostly dancing.
Yeah, he's not singing. Yeah, I just want to know. Yeah, fuck you.
I don't believe him.
You wish.
But I still want you to sing Senorita like every time we go out to karaoke.
Yeah, it is a good one. Rock Your Body's still a great song.
Yeah.
He's got some songs.
Yeah, he's got some
I'm
songs.
not going to say he doesn't, but he's dead to me. And I hope his bruised vocal cords ruin his life.
Stay bruised.
Stay bruised.
Stay
Yeah,
bruised,
Stay
bitch.
bruised.
Stay bruised, pony boy.
Nothing bruised can stay. Do you want to play totally lame rapid fire?
Yeah.
Dur. So in honor of, it's been so long that
Is that really
since
how you spell totally lame?
well, it's
Totally LeMay.
Yeah, totally lame. The originator of this game is named Elizabeth Lame, Laime,
Got it.
and her podcast is called Totally Lame, and they have guests come on and they do this game. So I thought it'd be fun when we have guests on to do
I
it.
like it. Wait, what are my choices of answers again?
So you can say
Turtly.
totally if you're
Turtly.
turtly. You can say turtly if you're into it, or lame if you're not into it.
Okay.
And this is rapid fire, so
Okay.
as quick as you can.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second.
I'm gonna give you a list of things, and they're totally or they're lame. Ready?
Yeah.
Dirt. The zoo.
Totally.
Silk.
Totally.
Amazon.com.
Totally.
Jazz music.
Lame.
Ebooks.
Totally.
Colored contacts.
Ugh, lame.
Zumba.
Totally.
Death penalty.
Lame.
Mustard.
Totally.
Fur coats.
Lame.
Madonna now.
Lame.
Wicker furniture.
Totally.
Ecstasy.
Totally.
Wicker furniture indoors.
Totally.
Oh, hot take.
Into it.
Bunk beds.
Lame.
Bunk beds outdoors.
Totally.
Totally. Picklebacks.
Totally.
Improv.
Lame.
Cilantro.
Totally.
Therapy.
Totally.
Burning bridges.
Lame.
Open mic nights.
Totally.
Having a nemesis.
Totally.
Theme parties.
Lame.
Star Wars.
Totally.
Misandry.
Totally.
Marshmallow fluff.
Totally.
Food Network.
Totally.
Thank
You passed.
Thanks.
Well done. Yeah, you really nailed it with that wicker furniture.
You're allowed to stay.
Yay.
Although I was surprised you said burning bridges lame.
I mean, I'm a Cancer. We don't like that.
What are cancers like?
We like to we don't. Yeah, we like harmony. We do not like conflict.
That's kinda like Libras.
We like to heal everything. Like heal it over. I don't like knowing I have like bad blood with someone. And also, I just want everyone to like me all the time. And it makes me very uncomfortable if anyone's mad at me.
Same. I'm actually the same. That's sort of Libra-esque, isn't it?
I think so.
Although people hate me all the time, girl. Haters gonna hate.
I very much disagree with that.
Get out of my way.
Get out of my way. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Wait, Rory, you said earlier your birthday is in April?
Yes.
April 23rd. I'll never forget.
Are you an Aries?
I'm a Taurus. I'm right on the cusp.
Oh.
3 days late.
Yeah.
You love to snuggle at home.
True.
I do.
With cereal and Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to snuggle with Girl Scouts.
Me
Only a true
Totally.
Taurus would love to snuggle with Girl Scouts.
I
My
am not a sexual predator to Girl Scouts.
just to everyone else. Were you guys ever like, what are they called? Like cookies or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Was I ever a cookie?
That was a cookie. A brownie.
A brownie.
Oh, that's where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I was.
In fact, you strike me as the type where your mom would volunteer with the brownies.
Fuck no. No.
I remember
my mom did.
Girl
Yeah.
Scouts was not a thing that we got that into, to be quite honest with you. I
Good.
don't know why.
How long did you do it?
I think till like late. I think till
Really?
like
College.
no, maybe it was. I feel like it was till middle school.
When do you stop being a brownie and start being a Girl Scout?
No, Girl Scouts and then
we were
brownies.
not in the same troop, right?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right.
think Wait,
Girl
so.
Scouts are before brownies?
Yes.
Oh. Were you a
Girl
Girl
Scouts
Scout?
sell the cookies.
No. Daisy, brownie,
Oh, and then Girl Scouts.
something.
Oh,
Girl Scouts, I want to say.
What's after that? Is there anything after that?
Yeah, because Boy Scouts has like Eagle Corps or whatever, or
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
My husband's an Eagle Scout.
Eagle Scout, he is really?
You
Oh.
lost in the woods with him.
All right.
That's why he takes so many baths. Hi, Brett.
Hi, Brett. I know you're listening.
Clean.
We're
Unclean.
You had to know we would roast you.
Hey, I'm only speaking the truth. You know he takes
true.
baths.
I hope he
So
got
many
some
baths.
mad fucking scholarships for that shit.
Do you get... Brett, let us know.
I don't know if he got scholarships, but like
Really?
he definitely
if he didn't,
did.
then he
did-
worked it wrong.
Did
Well,
it
he did
wrong.
like service projects and stuff. Like it's just
Yeah.
like it definitely looks good on a
Your
transcript.
arrow something, right?
Yeah, you get a
I don't
pin,
know.
and then your like Eagle Scout leader fucks you in the ass, and then
No.
and then
Graduate.
and then you graduate.
And then you never speak of it again.
Right. But you do take a lot of baths. Oh, sorry, Brett.
No,
Oh, no.
Brett.
Brett, we're just
had a
teasing.
wonderful experience with the Boy Scouts and the Eagle Scouts.
I'm sure he
And I feel
did.
very
They're not
safe
listening. Don't
when
worry.
I go
You-
on hikes with him.
This is a safe space, Brett. You can tell us. Yeah, I
We'll
didn't.
believe you.
I remember Wendy doing it, and there was a creepy ceremony where you had to lean over a mirror. She wasn't an Eagle Scout. She was
Oh.
a Girl Scouts or something.
And then you look in there and,
And you see yourself, and
Yeah,
there
so
you
what?
are. Yeah, it was some creepy.
That was
I
like
don't remember
Daisies. That
this.
was
It
like
must have-
early on.
Yeah. She didn't go very far.
Did I not?
Spar
I
and
didn't get
Spindle.
initiated.
Weren't there
Yeah.
like some like little gnome type or fairy type like creatures in it too? Like Spar and Spindle. Am I making that
Spar
up?
and Spindle sounds familiar, but I
Doesn't
don't
it?
remember what it was.
I don't either.
I just
I wasn't a very
remember-
good Girl Scout.
I remember make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other
fucks your ass. Oh wait, sorry, that's Eagle Scouts or whatever.
Brett, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Brett.
Kenny, you're out of Scouts.
I mean, the Scouts liked me. Let's just say that. Just kidding. I never did a single thing with the Eagle Scouts
I mean,
or
the
Boy
Scouts
Scouts.
are like the Scouts in general are fucked up.
Yeah, it was super,
Weeblos.
super homophobic.
That was like the equivalent of like brownies.
Yeah.
The what
Was it like
Weeblos.
Weeblos?
That was like
Boys?
that was like one of the, like the
step.
groups of
before Boy Scouts?
before you, I mean, so you keep saying before Boy Scouts, but like you know how it's like
it's all
like
part
it starts with Cub Scouts,
Okay.
right? And then I think it's
right.
Weeblos, which is like your adolescent creepy
Was
people.
there Pueblos too? Was that something, or am I just like equating that with Weeblos?
I think you were thinking peyote, and that was just you. No, or peyote rather.
That's you doing.
Hold on, I got a tinkle. I'm sorry.
Do it.
Tinkle, tinkle.
I I've never done peyote.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I'm not opposed.
Hey, will you grab the rosé while you're up? Thank you.
We've been watching a lot of Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia lately.
What's that?
He's a guy who was on, like, he wrote for Vice, and he had like a YouTube show for Vice that was like he's like a chemist, but he's also like just really into drugs. Which sounds really dumb, but he basically
I mean, I get it.
well, he like.
I appreciate smart people that aren't scared to do like taboo things like drugs.
Yeah, so he then also had a show like on the Vice network, and he has like one of them is like about DMT, but he looks at like the molecules that create DMT.
Yeah,
but then also like
it's like Neil
talks
deGrasse
to
Tyson,
people
but with drugs instead of outer space.
Yes, exactly.
That's fun. Did
And
he have a good time on his drugs?
Yeah, he had a great time on his drugs.
I want to do some drugs.
Although I was reading about the peyote episode, and it's just like a lot of puking, and so I was like, I don't think I can watch that.
Yeah, someone told me that all you do on mushrooms is puke, and I'm like, I don't want to get nauseous to get high.
Exactly.
I'm all set.
I'm not interested in that.
And then people can have bad trips when they're on mushrooms, and I'm like, no. Why would I get nauseous and then hate my entire life and think that my face is melting off? No, thank you. I'm all set with that.
So not interested in that.
Peyote.
I love your new towels.
Thank you.
Yeah, the hand towels or like the waffly towels.
The waffle. I am a big fan of a textured towel. I feel like it gets you drier.
It does, and it's quick,
Yep.
and they dry super quick.
I like to be dry, lickety split.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Lickety fucking
So
split.
here's the gag. So last time Allie stayed with us last year, I had just bought these like plush Ralph Lauren, but I love them though.
They're
Like,
great.
Soft towels can go fuck themselves.
but here's the thing:
But they're quick drying.
they were yes, but over time they start to look a little worn down. They start to never feel fresh.
Yeah.
And that's when you have to turn them into like hand rags, like
Yeah.
cut them up, and they can just become do rags,
Yep.
scrubby scrubs.
Yep.
like do-rags.
Yeah, but then so now that she was coming to stay again, I was like, I cannot.
Time to upgrade.
I cannot give her these same nasty
upgrade
Ralph
you.
Lauren towels that I've had for a year that are starting to smell like permanent ass crack. So I bought these waffle towels. I spent a little too much money on them,
Oh, baby.
but
Where'd you get them?
Amazon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and I mean it's an Amazon card, so even though they only cost whatever $100, over time they'll end up costing me $350
Because you're worth it.
I am worth it. So that's how credit works. But I
so
love
nice
them.
to me.
I mean, I'm nice to you. I'm nice to myself under the guise of being nice to you, because really they are
like
for me,
it.
and I just like everything to look crisp and white.
You're not allowed to take them.
If one goes missing, I will be sending an invoice. Yeah, I love them though. I've never been a waffle towel. They're very thin.
Yeah, they are thin, but they pack a punch.
And I haven't. They say that over time, when you wash them, they'll shrink in size and they'll be a little more plump.
I like that.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Ooh, I just got a new bathrobe.
Dua Lipa.
No, it's from Garnet Hill.
Okay.
I know who that is and what you're
Okay.
referring to. It's
Dua Peep?
It's a cotton bathrobe.
Okay.
The best part about it, which is such an upgrade from my last cotton bathrobe, is that the sash is actually attached in the back. No loops. That can break.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they break on you, bitches.
They break, and then it looks cheap. Like
totally looks cheap.
It's like now I have to throw this out. Like
Exactly.
You can't wear it.
Exactly. And then you're like, where the fuck is my tie? Because there's
Yeah.
no loops, right?
Yep.
So this one is like sewn into the back.
Do you know what my dad used to say when he was late for his interviews? Where the fuck is my tie? Just kidding. You just said, where the fuck is my tie?
Yeah.
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 Sorry.
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
What are you applying there?
My Waxoline.
Oh.
Waxoline. Didn't we go to school with her? Waxoline.
What grade was she?
Yeah.
Slut.
I remember people said, oh my God, speaking of sluts in school.
Yes.
Do you? I don't want to say her name, but she had it. It was a very exotic to the point of sounding fake name, and she was like a transfer in maybe like 8th grade, maybe freshman year, and everyone said she was apparently a huge slut, and everyone said that her vagina tasted like strawberry fruit 2.0.
Yes, I know exactly.
Do
who
you
you're talking
remember who
about.
I'm talking
Oh
about?
my God, who?
I'm gonna blur it out, but we can say it.
Okay.
Yep.
Her name was.
What?
I know. Isn't that not a real name?
Do you
That's
know?
not a na- I
you don't remember?
I don't
her?
believe this happened.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
No, for real.
She's real. Her name was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was supposed to be like French or something.
Yeah.
But she wasn't. She was just her name was probably Beth. She was like, I'm going to be a new me when I get to Westford Academy, and I'm going to make sure everyone tastes my pussy. And my name's I'm going to have to add so many beeps to this episode. Well, shout out wherever you are. I hope you still taste like strawberry Fruituo.
Oh my God. Fruituo is a real thing. Fruituo had a fucking moment when we were in high school.
Do you remember
Orbits.
Orbits, the drinks with the floaty?
I made a bong out of a lime Fruituo bottle, and we called him Grimy Limey.
Grimy Limey.
It was grimy as fuck.
Wendy did that with 2 liter of Sprite.
Yeah.
I bet she put like a cape on it. It was like a Superman Sprite.
That's adorable. Oh my God.
It's pretty funny. No, we had a vending machine at Westford Academy that did strawberry Fruituo.
Yeah.
And if you paid with a dime, it would register the 10 cents but give you back the dime. So people could literally get free strawberry Fruituos
Ooh, I did not know
continually.
that.
I know. Well, they shut it down as soon as people started learning about it.
I used
That you.
Yeah, I was like, hey, yeah, you got a big competition now. We got free strawberry Fruituo right there whenever we want it.
Oh my God. Can you look this? I want to see a picture.
I couldn't spell her name if I wanted to.
Do you have an issue in the yearbook?
No, because she transferred out. She was only there for a year, probably because she was such a slut.
That's got to be the reason why their parents are like, we got to move.
Yeah. She's like, it's fine. I already fucked everyone here anyway.
moving on.
Yeah, moving on to the next town, and my name there will be like La Brazia. Or like
Go to Lawrence. La Brazia.
La Brazia. Pepper La Brazia.
Dermabrasia.
Yeah, microdermabrasia. Godspeed. I hope she's doing
Oh, I
well.
hope she's doing well too.
Do you know who else was? No,
Bless her
never
heart.
mind. Let's not. I don't
Wait,
want-
I want to.
I just wanted to. There was someone in our grade who was super sexually charged, and you know who I'm talking about. We've talked about her before. She was super short, but she had the most beautiful breasts of all time.
Oh my God. Oh, she was like this little, like you would think that she's a little angel until like she actually says something and you're like, oh my God, you're filthy as fuck.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
She had her teeth told her story.
Oh God.
There was something going on with her. She was either like a chain smoker or I don't know what, but she was.
Was she an atrium girl?
No.
Okay.
She was aloof in that way, but she was cooler than that.
So we were friends for a little while and like there was, I don't know if there was like abuse.
Something was.
I don't know. Yeah. Which is really sad to say, but no, she, do you remember in health class when the health teacher would be like, so, this is a no shame place, right? Like I'm handing out index cards and you can put whatever question you want on that. And she would put the most filthy fucking shit. Oh my God. She knew things
That's
that I don't even know if the
amazing.
health teacher knew what they were. Like she was like, what is snowballing?
What is snowballing?
Yes.
I think so this is, and I might be paraphrasing, but what I believe snowballing is, and this is me in 8th grade or maybe freshman year of high school. It was in the high school. Yes.
10 guys all come in you at once or something?
No, I think it's when you give a guy a blowjob and then you
want some milk.
exactly, and you no, but exactly, and then you kiss him with all of his cum in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
I think so. I forgot.
All right.
I forgot about that one.
yeah.
I hate that.
Isn't that disgusting? You hate you hate that?
Yeah, because guess what? Sex is corny too.
That's why you don't want to
Sex
have
is
it
over.
anymore?
No more sex.
Sex is over.
Too corny. Too corny.
Tell Boyante.
And oh my god. Oh my god. Leave me alone. Don't look and don't touch
Jeez.
me.
Don't look and don't.
Don't look and don't touch. I have a question for you guys. On Peach, which we were talking about earlier, our friend K-Fan and friend of the show, shout out. He was saying how
K-Fan, I wish you could be
I know.
here tonight.
Hi,
But you're in New York,
K-Fan.
and that's amazing.
that's fine. We're going out to see Jungle Pussy in a little bit, and he would definitely be there if he could
know.
be. He on Peach was saying how he basically tells his tween kids every day, like, "Oh, it's empty the dishwasher challenge," or like hashtag eat all your vegetables challenge. And he said that his kids obviously hate it, and it reminded me of how my dad, when I was young and in school, he would wake us up every day by playing the flute. He would play the flute or like a recorder.
That's fucking magical.
Isn't it evil though? Because it would
That's
like.
mean.
Can you imagine trying to wake up to like no. I'm trying to sleep. I'm 14. Leave me the fuck
Seriously,
alone.
that would make me so mad.
So my question is, how annoying were your parents?
Oh, I was so much more annoying. Not about waking them up, but like, or my mom. But I would, first of all, my nickname in the morning is Rosilla.
Rosilla.
Yeah, that's not an exaggeration.
Was there anything else annoying that she would do that would drive you nuts?
No, of everything, but no. But what I would do to her is I would be dreaming that I was getting up and getting ready for bed or getting ready for school and everything, and she'd be like, "Rory, get up!" I'm like, "I am!"
You thought you were getting up, but
I was dreaming.
You were dreaming it. Ugh, that's the worst. That happens
Oh my
to me
God.
sometimes.
And then you wake up and you're like, I still have to shower.
Like I
even though
didn't do
showered
any
in
of
my
that shit.
dream.
Ugh,
How dare you?
it's annoying. What about your parents?
My mom was like very strict. I felt like I had to like clean the house before anyone came over.
So she was like a good parent.
Yeah, she was a good parent.
What's that like?
We drove each other insane.
But it's like Gilmore Girls now.
Yeah,
I
you know.
don't know.
Like where are you saying?
Yeah. I keep since we're sharing. I keep
Gilmore Girls is corny.
The Gilmore Girls is corny.
Fuck.
Guess what?
So corny.
Corny as a fox because I love Gilmore
See,
Girls.
you like corny things.
I guess I do like corny things.
You just have to admit it.
Maybe what?
You're a corny bitch.
Corny bitch. Maybe 34 is about being more corny.
Yeah. Even more corny.
Let's not though.
Let's not. No, I think maybe I'll just keep my
Just
level.
embracing
Same corniness
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
How's that? This is
I
just
like
your
it.
screen protector, right?
No, that's my screen. I know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Just let crack in my
Oh.
again.
You can get a million from
I know, but I don't like the I
A
don't
million pack is $4 fucking dollars.
I don't like the feel of the screen.
That's bullshit.
I like it to be all smooth
Do you
and
like the
shiny.
feel of
It
the
is
crack?
smooth and shiny.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't hurt me at all. And unless and until this turns into something that hurts my thumb,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to bother. It's fine. It's a hairline fracture.
Your hairline fracture.
Damn, actually.
God.
Is there anything else that we need to talk about? Is there anything annoying? Is there anything funny? Is there anything stupid?
Did we want to talk about the scary stories?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Scary story.
yeah. So, what did you say this is from?
This is from Jezebel.com.
Yes,
which
queen of the internet coming through with content.
I used to be such a huge fan of Jezebel, and it got real annoying. Same with the hairpin. I used to be a huge fan of the hairpin. It got real annoying. I don't know. There's nothing.
Oh, I forgot the rosé.
No, I'm getting.
I'm sorry. I know. Sorry.
Oh no,
Continue.
you're fine. I feel like there's nothing that I like follow regularly now. Like I have an RSS reader that I look at sometimes whenever I have time at work, which is like never.
Dinky.
But I don't know. I wish I had something that like I could read regularly and be like, I love everything that's on this site, and like I check it every day. But I don't.
you read most often?
I don't know. I read that thing that Maddie was talking about that's like, what the fuck happened today? It's like a daily like newsletter that's like, here's all the fucked up shit in politics that happened
puts that
today.
out?
It's just some guy.
I think I'd like that.
Yeah.
What's it called?
That thing, what the fuck happened today?
What the fuck just happened today?
What the fuck
I read
just
that too.
happened today?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the only political thing I can read because it's like a
it's
quick little digest.
like all I can stomach.
Okay.
I think I also read Ask a Manager a lot. I really like Ask a
they
Manager.
have a podcast now, and I listen to it, and I
Yeah.
really like it.
Yes, the podcast is great. But like I think I just like read Twitter and like look at Instagram. I don't really like read news anymore, which is sad. Or I don't like.
How's Jezebel lately?
I never read it. That's the thing. Like I found this through Twitter. I found this link through Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, Jezebel. Oh, that site." I think it's like so weird too that Gawker is gone, but Jezebel still exists.
Yeah, that
Like,
is weird.
It's bizarre. I was so obsessed with Gawker for so many years.
Read me a scary story from Jezebel.
Okay,
These are like. These are true scary stories that happen to people.
Yeah, these are
Is
stories
it like
that
my
were
boyfriend was
submitted.
standing right there when I like pissed myself, or is it more like I saw a ghost and I can't
no,
explain
it's
it?
like it's like I saw a ghost.
Oh, perfect for Halloween.
I like both of those.
But a lot of them are very long, so I'm trying to figure out like how can I
That's fine.
like condense a little bit.
Yeah, read the first paragraph and the last paragraph.
And they never saw her again.
Well-
she had been dead for 84 years.
The first one is pretty good, and I think I can condense it fairly easily. It's called the Poltergeist Save.
The
by-
poltergeist saved.
Save.
Ooh.
by KJ, submitted via email. Okay, so the first
As
paragraph-
opposed to, how else would they submit this? Just curious.
I don't know. I feel like there were other
Carrier
options.
pigeon.
Okay, let's.
Oh, like comments.
Okay.
Some people.
You could pick a comment, a fucking novel, a short story.
Let's set
Fuck
this
you.
moving
Okay,
stage.
anyways. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right, now we're ready.
Kill. And so the title is "These 10 Scary Stories Have Truly Fucked Me Up."
Oh shit.
And it's apparently a contest also.
Oh, shit.
Okay. When I was 16 in the mid 1990s, I used to run away, in quotes, from my crappy living situation at home and spend weeks-long excursions at my older teenage friends' places. One of these hovelly Xanadu's was my friend Jay's apartment, located at the very top of a mostly empty 5-story complex in an absolutely terrifying high-crime part of the city. The entire building, except for the bottom floor, was vacant, except for Jay. It was a particularly isolating sense of freedom being there, as
That's
well
creepy.
as extra creepy. So basically she goes on to say the day she was moving in, she felt a large warm hand run up the back of her bare right thigh. And then sensation of the hand running up the back of her upper thigh and pinching her butt cheek.
Whoa.
Yeah. So she,
Sexy.
and like there was no explanation. Like she was like,
Go sex.
Jay, did you just pinch my butt? And he was like, no, I'm in the other room. And then
Maybe it
she
was a
says
bed
like,
bug.
very
Big ass-
possible,
big ass
very
bed
possible. So she says like weird shit continued to happen. If you set something down, it would disappear immediately. If you walked into a room, the door would slam behind you and then immediately reopen. You'd hear the sounds of dishes and cupboards being banged around in the middle of the night. One night, Jay's boyfriend stayed over and the guy woke up the next morning with a stinging red bite mark on his wrist.
Yeah, it's bed bugs.
She goes on to say the teeth marks didn't match his or Jay's or mine, and we had been the only three there. Okay, so it was absolutely no surprise when Jay's house keys went missing. We tore the place apart looking for them to no avail. It was Christmas Eve, so getting in touch with the apartment office to get a replacement key was not possible. Jay's mom, in the meantime, had invited the two of us over for dinner that night, so we made the decision to just leave the door unlocked this once so we could go.
There was only one set of keys.
Yeah, that's
And she didn't have her own set of keys.
That's a good
And she lived
point.
there.
And it was-
But she was staying with him.
Okay. And it was clearly a ghost that stole his keys.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He didn't just lose them.
Yep. Continue.
Well, yeah, okay. But it does get creepier.
Oh, God.
So they went out to
I'm scared.
dinner. They're like these poor little, like, tiny high school kids. And this guy
tiny household
Tiny
children.
kids.
No, the tiny ones.
This big guy starts following them home. Like, she describes him as being like an NFL player. Like, he was that huge.
Like in a car, or they're walking.
Walking.
Okay.
She says we were clearly poor, so he must have wanted, I don't know, something else from us, which gave this whole scenario an even darker turn. We increased our pace, he increased his pace. We turned a corner, he turned a corner. So he ends up following them into the apartment, and they're just going up the stairs, and they're like, we just need to get into the apartment and
Oh
lock
my
the
God.
door.
He came into the building.
And
Yeah.
the door's locked,
And the door is locked.
right?
Yeah.
Because they didn't lock it, but the ghost locked it.
We get to the apartment door, and the man has stopped and is now just
Kenny's
staring at
really
us
scared
intently
shitless.
from the
Man,
landing,
why did it lock?
waiting. As Jay and I stare helplessly at each other for what seemed like an eternity, I discreetly reach to open the door, and it is locked, dead bolted from the inside. I start to sweat and almost scream when Jay decided to knock on the door. I began knocking too and said as casually and cheerfully as I could to the door, "Hey, it's us. Open up." The deadbolt clicked. The man, seeing that there was someone unseen inside the apartment, turns around on the landing and walked away.
But no, how did they open up the door?
I don't know.
the ghost.
The ghost
Who was
did.
inside?
The
Ghost.
No.
The
But
next
the
morning,
ghost liked them in this case.
yeah, she says we hollered out thank you to the ghost. The next morning, Jay's house keys were mysteriously returned to the bear counter by the door where he'd always kept them.
Oh.
The ghost just wanted to be appreciated. The ghost was like, I'm going to save your fucking life. You don't
Yeah.
appreciate me? Fuck you. I'm going to lock you out. And then you're going to realize how
Exactly.
much you need
Then
me.
you're the ghost was a grandma.
Yeah, the ghost was Nana, like,
Spiteful.
"Excuse me.
Spiteful little bitch.
A Nana who pinches butts.
You're not going out tonight."
She was saying, you're going to wear that, you little whore.
You know what?
you
You're gonna
horny
leave the
Nana.
door unlocked?
Oh, like
you think that's safe in this
that's,
city?
Rory's mom literally does that when anyone has too much cleavage. She goes,
Woo woo.
She
Not too much. She likes it.
She touches their woo woo. Goes, woo woo.
Or if you're wearing like kind of slutty shoes, oh, those are knock me down and fuck me boots, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, what's her name again?
Robbie. Oh, no, Fufu.
We call her Foo Foo.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I knew
We
you
love
had a
Fufu.
nickname.
Yeah.
That's so
Foo Foo.
scary.
Mama
What's the
Foo.
scariest thing that ever happened to you? Like that? Have you ever seen a ghost?
No. Probably the scariest thing that's ever happened to me is just like me convincing myself that there was like a demon in the corner of my basement, but there absolutely was not.
There was definitely, it wasn't a ghost, but it was a guy who followed me and Ashley, like when we were walking in JP. It was, you could tell.
I got a creepy one.
He was walking way too close.
Oh my God.
And it was like, we were both like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I started talking in my butchest, like lesbian voice. I was like, come on, we're going this way. Like started to like sound really manly, and then he finally left us alone. But he could have killed me if he wanted to.
So I don't remember all of it, but do you remember my crazy roommate Leah? Hold on, you didn't hear that. So she used to work at the fucking Macaroni Grill. Scary, right?
Very.
She was a fancy lady.
Yeah, super. And anyways, one night she waited on this family of 4. It was like mom and dad and daughter and son, right? The kids were probably high school, and mom and dad, like weird people though. Like she got weird vibes off of them. They leave.
Did they write weird things on the paper on the table?
No, but listen to this. They leave. And they gave her some like cryptic messaging or something like that, I think too, but I don't remember all the details. Anyways, she lifts up a cup and there's a key underneath it. And so she comes home and she's like, we need to find out what this key is for. So we like researched it, like we looked online and everything because the internet existed at this point. And
in your early 20s.
Yeah. 19, maybe 20. So anyways, she looks it up and it's like some like self-storage place up in like Amesbury. And we're like, are we going to go out there right now?
Did you?
Yes.
Yes, of course we did.
God.
There was nothing there. We couldn't open anything. Yeah. I know, right?
Damn it.
But it was like so weird.
It
was so creepy.
You're like the boxcar children.
Right? So weird.
It's like they're like, come find the bodies.
Exactly.
Well, I have a spooky story.
Yeah.
There was one time when I was getting absolutely railed by this guy. And it was like going good and stuff. And I was like, let's be safe and whatever.
You were like feeling out.
And then, obviously I gave him the ride of his life. And at the end, I got up to take a shower and I was like, wait, where's the condom? And he said, I don't know. Where'd the condom go? And I said, I don't know. Where'd the condom go?
It was up your butt.
It was in your butt.
We never found the condom again. I think that's about as perfect a note to wrap it up on as any. Wrap it up. Get it?
That saran wrap.
It's like putting saran wrap on the Rockies.
Saran wrap on the Rockies. Although, if we're talking about my asshole, it's more like the Grand Canyon.
Girl, his dick was like putting saran wrap on the Rockies.
Allie, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
I feel like it's been a long
having
time
me.
coming. What's wrong?
You're getting red.
Oh, sorry. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
It's been so lovely.
Was it everything you wanted it to be?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm
Yes.
glad.
And also, I just have to say about the theme song that
Yes.
I think I've told you this before, but I thought like it's so perfect that I thought that Maddie had like generated the voices using a synthesizer somehow. Like I did not realize it was
honey,
like
that's
your
us.
voices.
Yeah.
I know.
You know we can
Then
sing.
when I found out, I was like, oh fuck, it's so good.
Oh, thank you so much.
you. You're
I
so
will,
sweet.
I will say we get a lot of compliments, mostly on the theme song that we barely had anything to do with.
No. Everyone's like, oh, I listened for the theme song, and then it's like, oh, that's over.
Yeah, done.
No, I listened for the whole thing.
Allie has also said that our production value is top notch.
Okay, like Love It or Leave It?
Yeah.
I can't hear a fucking word anybody fucking says on that. It's either somebody is super loud or super quiet, and I'm like, you're annoying the fuck out of me.
That's how I feel about Keep It. Like I feel like I can't listen to Keep It anymore because I can't fucking hear
you're like,
Ira's
what?
voice.
What?
Like,
and then you turn it up, and then someone's screaming, and you're like, oh my god.
And part of it, like he has a very deep register, which is like fine, I get it, but like fucking fix that in production.
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
shouldn't be like they have so much money.
Agreed.
That shouldn't be hard.
I know.
He does have a very low voice.
He talks like that.
Yeah, he does.
As opposed to me, it's like I sit right on the top.
You're more of a Lewis.
Yeah, I am more of a Lewis for sure, or a T Kyle. Yeah, our next podcast is just us speaking bird. Yeah. Anyway, girl. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Allie.
Thank you guys. I feel honored.
It absolutely is our distinct, lovely pleasure and honor to have you.
Next time you come, we'll have 3 microphones.
Yeah, I know. And as we're talking about production value,
I know
this week's not it.
Not fit the bill. I'm sorry,
but I'm gonna get my shit fixed. We're gonna make it happen, and I think we are gonna maybe think about maybe not a podcast on video, but maybe having some visual goodies going on at some point.
the listeners are listening or missing out on so much.
I agree.
The way that you absolutely death stare me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way that I'm not wearing any makeup.
Yeah, we were gonna do masks, but we ran out
Or
of time.
clothes.
Yeah.
We'll do it next time. Yeah, or clothes. Yeah, I know. We keep it nude around here.
I'm wearing rain boots.
It's fucking hot in here.
Nothing else.
Not just the rain boots, girl, and you look great.
Beautiful.
Listeners, you can reach us like Mary did by leaving us a voicemail at 828-KFRANK8. 828
KFRANK8.
We won't call you back if you don't want us to, but Mary literally was like saying we should, so we did.
Handle sommelier. Come on.
I know. Now we really need to connect, Mary. Let's set up a time to do a little dial in or something. You can also reach us by email at kennethfrankly@gmail.com, or you can check our website, which is basically just a glorified Tumblr with links to all of the places you can listen to our podcast. It's kennethfrankly.com. You can listen to us on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, wherever, literally everywhere. Everywhere you listen to your podcast.
Radio.
iHeartRadio. We're on there now. Spotify,
You do that.
I don't know why Spotify lets us because we play so much music, but whatever. Yeah, I guess that's it.
All right.
Until next time, listeners. Oh, wait. Allie, I have a question. Okay. What song do you want us to go out on? Because I'm going to play your song of choice.
Can we do that weird YouTube that you showed me that we've watched a couple times now? The like, da 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 ba ba ba.
Oh, skibbity bop.
Yeah.
Oh, have I showed you that?
No.
Oh, you'll love it. It's
so
this,
corny.
It's so. Speaking of corny, it is fucking the corniest thing of all time.
2019 is going to be the year of corny.
Year of corny.
You know what? I'm pivoting from anti-corny into full corny.
Full corn.
On corn.
Listeners, we will play this song, but I do recommend watching the video because it's very like Middle Europe, like Six Flags commercial meets the Macarena meets what was that weird band from with the girl I Think You're Freaky with the girl with the D'Antwoord. It gives me a little bit of that
Yeah.
too. So we'll watch that right now, and listeners, you can hear it right now.
What do they have to search to find it?
It's Skibbity. I forget.
Enough said.
Just type in Skibbity, Skibidi, and you're welcome. Until next time, listeners. Bye.
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 Happy Halloween. Bye.
Calling on you to say I want you, baby. All night, all day, I want you. Different towns to run to, baby, come to me, ha ha ha, give it all to me.
Skibbity wap pa pa, skibbity wap pa 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 pa, skibbity wap pa 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 pa, skibbity pa pa, skibbity boom boom, fly, skibbity boom 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 boom, fly, skibbity boom 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 boom, pa pa boom boom, skibbity pa pa.
I'm falling, waiting for you to say I want you. Baby, like horse, let's hey, I want you. Together like 1, 2, baby, come to me right now, give it all to me.
Skibbity